Let's move on. So, there was a door behind the greenhouse. There's a bucket. I can't get the bucket. I can't even walk there.
The pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you about
Kuno
his
told
plan.
us about it.
Because, unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Yo.
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned.
Let's look inside. A silver plate with traces of bone, yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I've heard make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was just thinking about just...
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
The lieutenant points to the ladder in the corner.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
And there's your money jar. Thanks for the 40 real. First it says get out of the way or get fucked up. It's actually a Fallon token from an aggressive youth-oriented campaign. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Ew. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Up the ladder we go. Ah, we can get up there? Cool. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Postcard. I'll go through there. Take some 90 cents. Last broom. Cool. Another postcard. In the box. Hey, some nosepad. $1.10. Another 90 cents. Oh, we're rolling in it now. Alright. Because that is a secret back door. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. There's that door. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Yeah, that's all I can do there. Okay. I don't know how we get back there through the greenhouse. Let us head back inside and ask about the deep freeze. It's see if it's big enough for a corpse. There's a bunch more people here now. Hey, it's Northern Lion.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime? Maybe who cares?
Maybe I should lick
Just
it before I
rum.
go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Your mesolimbic reward pathway is going wild at the
Lick
thought.
it.
Lick it, lick it, lick it. Your
Don't lick it.
receptors chance. What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great
Ooh,
combination.
booze and cigarettes. And the magic will happen by its own. Just gotta put it in your hand. What are you up to, fella? It's all about money, you know. You gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters. Sneak in into the kitchen. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Hey, another $1.15. The aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
It's part of the Welling Rad. There's something about this place that makes you want to know.
Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
A door and the main direction will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The door does not budge. A challenge.
Haha. Pull on the door hard.
The steel doesn't even tremble.
Put your weight into it.
Now you're hanging from the handle. The door remains immobile. Okay, it was a challenge. And you failed. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
Feel up my morale.
Stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Gart, can I get in your blue door, please? I like the blue cobalt color.
Can I help you?
You seem to be in need of a fridge. Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Do we tell him? I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugal state. Did someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Did some of your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Thanks.
Yes?
Something here at the wedding lags. A thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
Here's blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just
Do
a door.
you know what's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his fingers across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. He looks at the dust
Okay.
on.
Oh, yes, that door. No, I don't. Or some...
He's
think
attempting
you'd like
to
to know what's
maintain
back
an
there.
air of indifference.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck.
I saw a
with that.
union that said the mess hall is reserved for the union.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you gotta suck up to the unions to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike. Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
What?
You feel like you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right? Because you haven't taken it away yet, and it must be stinking hard about now. Well, you're not putting it here, rest assured. This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turn the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord of his realm.
Let's go talk to the frit clerk.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods politely.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back. But that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena, My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that? Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to get back to helping the people of Martinez.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
I made you here. Let's go.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There was a pause as you studied your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year. In my late 40s or 50s, I don't even know how old I am. It's spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first Maybells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I think it's a dictatorship. These are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilizations cower before us. We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop regime. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of prolific.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Oh, they're cops. I don't even know what to say.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in
It's
a
very
word.
odd.
It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
What was this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it.
It's 42.
This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm...
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy
Sweetie
person in
needs money.
Martinez.
Do Sweetie get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw, somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like
I was
to
hoping you
sponsor
could maybe sponsor me. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks. Suggestion. You understand Lena's idealisms. Tug on her heartstrings.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single.
It isn't easy for me to ask this of someone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31. Dinghy
I
races.
promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to
About
get
your
it back.
pin.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
I've decided not to pawn it. You should have it.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to
I'm
see
not
it
selling
again.
your stuff.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Okay, we got a pen with a green ape head on it. Go yeah. Ask Kuno if he knows about the trash. Okay. Went into the secret passage. Oh, Kim wants to talk. What's up, Kim?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably
Yeah,
cold
pay
this
the
time of
cafeteria
year.
rent.
You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Much.
A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real.
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing this stupid money game.
I understand your predicament as the manager.
He adjusts his
However,
glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Another thing. Great. Yes?
I still have my key. Actually. Head back upstairs. Knock knock.
The door is closed.
He locked the door. Wait a minute, there's a broken window. That's right, my window is broken. Because Kuna got in there. I broke my window. But I can't get up there. This is another level higher in this building. Hey, maybe I'll knock on her door.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something.
I'm so
without
alone.
you.
Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me.
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Fucking whore.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes.
Well,
That's one lucky. This door can only be opened with a key. Or as you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there
Ooh.
by her hand.
nothing on the front page rings a bell strangely. So is that the staircase up? But I can't get in there. Alright. I don't think there's anything left for us to look at in the whirling rags. I would love to go to sleep, if only. I'm gonna go to the carriage. Sorry, Kim. Hey, more money. Up to 14 buckaroos.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport
Look
enclosure.
there.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by
What
the
are
Martinez
those
Canal.
things? What do you mean you confiscated? You said something about a pawn shop.
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want me to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cup with spinners. That would be
Yes,
outrageous.
outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
But thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
What are we looking at? What is this machine? Let's turn on the headlights.
Alright, ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his
Press
precious
engine start.
carriage. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The Raspberry gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canelo comes to life with a whiny growl. That sound, you feel the wind in your hair as if you're already
Yes.
driving. But
Where?
where? Down a narrow street lined with shabby wooden houses, the 881 motor tracked, coiling like a serpent high above. Children play under the viaduct, eyes turn to watch
What's
you as
ahead?
you pass. The Valley of Dogs, and before it, a familiar dome, like a ladybug without the colors. The building has a designated parking place for
My
your
carriage?
carriage. This is Precinct 41, as close as you have to home now.
Press
It's
the
far
button
away.
labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need...